So what's happened to Jake Lang in Minneapolis? He was assaulted, and this is what happened. It was yesterday, Saturday, January the 17th, 2026, downtown Minneapolis, around City Hall, the federal courthouse area. Jake Lang led a small anti-migration, pro-ICE, anti-Islam demonstration march against the Minnesota fraud, says the Washington Times. The crowd dynamics. His group was heavily outnumbered, dozens of supporters versus hundreds of counter-protesters. Escalation. People threw snowballs, water balloons, and other projectiles were reportedly, and then turned into a physical altercation, a couple of physical altercations. Assault on Lang while leaving. As he tried to exit, he was shoved and punched, then chased for blocks. Injuries. Reporters and local TV described Lang bleeding, head injuries, and appearing injured, bruises and scrapes. And the aftermath. He ducked into Hotel Indigo and later left by vehicle, which they apparently attacked. Police response. Police were present, riot gear SWAT vehicle mentioned, but reporting says they didn't directly stop the crowd from chasing him. The MPD didn't provide comment to at least one major outlet at the time. What's claimed but not solidly confirmed. He was stabbed. One tabloid-style report says he was stabbed, but a protective vest blocked it. Now remember, these rioters have been encouraged by Tim Walz, the mayor, and other leading politicians to object to anything that they don't like. That specific detail is not consistently confirmed in mainstream reporting above, which sticks to injured, bleeding and bruised. That's from the New York Post and two other sources. The context. The protest happened amid heightened tension in Minneapolis, tied to a federal immigration enforcement surge and ongoing demonstrations. Lang advertised provocative themes, including talk about burning a Quran, unclear if carried out. And local reporting before the event shows residents and officials were already worried about conflict and harassment around the Cedar Riverside area, which is known as Little Somalia. Let's have a look. That's Jake there, Jake Lang. The crowd's got hold of him. Now, these are Tim Walz's people. These are the local politicians' people that are attacking him. Not good, is it? Not good at all. The fellow with the glasses has asked them to stop. And now he's just swarmed. There's cameras everywhere. There's no police doing anything at this point. Obviously, there's something going on, but the police are just ignoring it. And there he is again. Well, after Jake was chased by the anti-ICE crowd, Tim Walz's crowd and the rest of those people, through several city blocks and a building, some in the crowd attacked Jake Lang and the car he got in before being able to get away. Now, apparently these are peaceful protesters. I would argue that. There, you're seeing it with your own two eyes. This is Tim Walsh's cronies.
Stop. Wait, let them go. Let them go.
You can hear people in the background saying let them go, but of course when you allow people to start this kind of behaviour, it's very hard to stop them because it builds momentum, and this is where it's headed. Now this is out and out violence and it's breaking the law. Look.
Leave it up. No. Y'all just let him leave. It's not working. Hey, stop! Hey, let him out. Fuck that nigga, man.
So you can see the faces of some of these people that are guilty. But this is where it's all ended up, you know, just violence and whatnot going on. There's a picture of Jake leading his small little group of protesters. They're protesting for ICE and against the immigration, basically against the sanctuary city. You can just see Jake there bailed up in the doorway by two men. They're going to get him. Here's parallel footage of what happened to Lang as he was chased, beaten and forced to escape by a car, suffering a head injury with visible bleeding. Why aren't those people driving away? Why aren't they driving away? So what you saw there was the anti-ICE protesters trying to pull Jake Lang from the car. You can see clearly in one of those pictures there's blood and whatnot. But we'll play this. You can see him there covering his head, trying to protect himself. Very hostile crowd.
Door!
I'll leave that there because we've seen that. So Jake on January 6th was a political prisoner. But here he's going to say that he's going to burn the Quran on the steps of Minneapolis City Hall. America is a Christian country. We will not allow Somali daycare pirates to overtake Minneapolis. Let's see what happens. Whoops. Come on.
Minneapolis City Hall will be burning Qurans, standing up against the Somali invasion of Minneapolis, the immediate deportation of Ilhan Omar, and the arrest of the scammer Tim Walsh. Come join us 1 p.m. here, Minneapolis.
So that didn't go very well for him. Whether he carried out what he said, I don't know, but it sure got him into a lot of trouble. So this is where they chase him out of Minneapolis. It didn't go very well for Jake, did it? And what you're looking at here, viewers, basically is where all this international, it's an international immigration agenda. For the politicians to secure their votes and the benefits that come with those votes. The Roman Empire fell because of immigration, right? That's why the Roman Empire finally fell. It was eaten up from within by immigration. But this is what you can look forward to with the international immigration agenda.
Jay, that was a good idea, didn't you? Jay, that was a good idea, didn't you?
All that shit talking.
So this is where they realise that Jake's jumped into this car and they've found it.
Is that him? Is that him? Yeah! Open the door! Oh my God. Drive! Oh my God. Just drive! Stop! Wait, let them go! Let them go! Hey, pull over!
Why aren't they driving away? Maybe he just jumped into that car.
Leave it! Get out of here! Leave it up! Get out of here! No! Y'all just let him leave! It's not working! Hey!
That was the dark man that was helping him back at where he got pulled into the crowd, telling them to get out of here now.
We don't know him. Stop it. Let him out. Let him out.
And that's where Jake gets away. So we're going to see Jake bailing up his local council, trying to get ice in there.
The Muslim community is looking to drag us back. They're looking to oppress women, oppress homosexuals. They're looking to destroy everything that makes America great. President Trump, send ICE into Dearborn. These people have overstayed their visas. They're H-1B chain migration invaders, and they have come to this country to destroy our way of life. We know exactly your laws in your book about lying to our faces.
Look at Mustafa Hamoud. He knows what he's saying is true.
Pretending to be Americans, wearing your suits. But that doesn't happen anywhere else where you guys are in charge. There are 50...
Kamal M. El-Sorafi, these two, the one on the far left and the one second in from the right, they'd know what's going on. And they'd know about the fraud too.
3 Muslim majority countries, and in all of them it is tyranny, destruction, it is shithole living.
And he's right, he's 100% right.
Have to call it what it is. You guys don't live like we do. We don't want you in our country. We will come and eat your shawarma in Somalia, okay? We don't need it here in Michigan. We don't need it in any part of America. We have a right to self-determination.
So you can see the Muslims in the background are starting to get agitated.
Our founding fathers fought and died for our posterity, for white Americans. Amen. And we're being driven out. You come here and you marry 4 or 5 women and you outbreed us. You change the laws. You make all of our country look like the places that you fled from.
This is what the politicians are supposed to be saying themselves. But they won't, because they're all benefiting from it. All those people you see sitting there, they're benefiting from the international immigration agenda because they get kickbacks. For every immigrant that comes in, they get kickbacks. Big kickbacks.
We don't want you here. Respectfully, get the fuck out of my country. I don't want you here. Get out of here. I don't want you here. I don't want you here. This is our country. And the people, the veterans, the World War II veterans, that's blood has soaked for our constitutional republic, are taking a look around Europe. They're taking a look around America, and they're saying, what the hell did we fight for? We have been taken over without a single shot fired. You guys are outbreeding insidious parasites on the American way of life. You will never look like us. You will never eat like us. You won't build buildings like us. You are nothing. You can build nothing. Just like President Trump's great American friends have said. You guys are not us, and get the fuck out. America first. America only. God bless America. Jesus is king. Jesus is king. Jesus is king. Jesus is king. Jesus is king.
Look at the Muslims.
Jesus is king. Jesus is king. Let me grab my... Jesus is king. Jesus is king. Christ is king! Put your hands on me. There's no reason to put your hands on me. Jesus is king. Christ is king. Christ is king. America first! I live in Detroit. I'll be here tomorrow.
We're coming to make sure you Muslims don't take over.
What are you going to do? What are your boss?
2 billion Muslims feel safe in America.
Go. Keep walking. Let's go. Keep walking. Let's go. You're
We
done.
will
Let's
not
go.
surrender. We will not back down. This is what Muslim America wants us to do. They want us to cower. Christians, stand up. Stand tall. America, across this country, rise up just like we did today in Dearborn. In Texas.
It's time to get started. What our founding fathers did.
You asked for that. Let's go.
I'm not going to join.
Basically, what you witness there is a martyr for the Western ways. He's trying to make the point clear, and everybody knows he's right. But there's too much at stake if you assault the idealisms of radical Islam. They're all in Dawah, which is to outbreed the nations that they're in. They're all living covert. It's just real. It's just real. So this is where Jake advertised his Minneapolis march against Islamification. And that's the young bloke interviewing him, Nick, that's uncovered all the Somali fraud. They're trying to find him. They want to take Nick out, look him up. But what happened was, poor old Jake Lang only had a handful of Christians turn up. All right, let's see what he has to say.
And conquered in Dearborn. So unless we have leadership, real men, to stand up in this country, Nick, we will see entire cities like Minneapolis fall to Islam. And
he's 100% right. Don't take this for granted. You can see there Muhammad was a pedophile. What they mean by that is Muhammad picked out a 6-year-old girl and married her and consecrated the marriage when she was 9. That makes Muhammad a pedophile. You know that.
that's why I'm out here, because I want to make sure white children and Christian children have a future in America.
Jake then gave a speech to all the people that showed up to the march.
Our country was founded by strong men who are willing to stand in the face of evil. And our country will be saved by strong Christian men who are willing to stand in the face of Islam again. Here's your kryptonite, Muslims. Here's your kryptonite.
He's got a pig lip.
We will drive you to the sea, across the sea, back to where you came from, with pigs in our hands and Jesus in our hearts. You cannot stand against the strength of white American men. You Muslims need to go home before we send you packing. I suggest you leave now before the Crusades really start.
November 20, 2025.
I just got pepper spray.
And of course, there's the Palestinian flag. Wherever that is, you know there's going to be trouble. Another gathering was led by Anthony Hudson, the Republican candidate for governor. There was tension between the two groups.
But you don't have the right to
There's been multiple people assaulted with pepper spray from one side of coming over here. I can identify them. This is why Dearborn, Michigan. This is why Dearborn, Michigan needs to be cleared and swiped of Muslims. They don't know how to behave. You take out. No, I don't want to be anywhere near Dearborn.
Here Jake talks about the America he grew up in.
What brings you out here today?
We want to make sure our children can grow up in the same America that I grew up in. White Christian country. Our founding fathers' blood soaks this land, not for Muslims.
can see the Palestinian flag in the background.
Muslims and Islamic jihadists to play their prayer calls where our children walk to preschool. It's disgusting what they've done to Dearborn, Michigan. They have turned this into Rome. They've turned it into London. It looks like another country here. Every single sign on every single street is...
See how he mentioned Rome? Rome, part of the fall of Rome was relative to immigration.
in Arabic. How can you consider yourselves as assimilating Americans when you don't eat the same food we eat? You don't speak the same language we speak. You don't do anything that Americans do. This is our country, and we will not stand for Islamic invasion.
Are you worried about the Islamification of the United States?
Yes, it is one of the most paramount issues we can face.
Especially here in Dearborn, Michigan.
It is in Minneapolis in 1970, was a 95% white city and white state, Minnesota. If you ask Grok, the next 1,000 children born, only 42% will be white. We are seeing rapid demographic shift and ideologies that are clashing. Here in Dearborn, these people want to see white Christian men eradicated. They want to see our forefathers' land be destroyed. They do not have any love in their hearts. They are here to dominate us, Nick.
That's Nick Shirley. He's the one that's busted open the Somali fraud. You can see Jake Lang is a very, very determined and committed Christian man.
You're a white supremacist?
No, sir. I am an American supremacist. I love my country, and I know that we only have a few homelands left here. America was founded by white Christian men, and it should remain a white Christian country majority. We should not be replaced. We have nowhere left to go. Our country's falling.
So, viewers, I want to make it very clear. There is such a thing called Christianophobia, and that's the Muslims and a lot of people that don't believe. But this is Christianophobia. They say Islamophobia. This is Christianophobia in full spread.
This is Giuliani from Care, Minnesota. I have seen that there's reports that we want people to not counter-protest these racists, Jeremy Lang and others. I don't know who's doing.
He's not a racist. He's standing up for his democratic beliefs as a Christian, and he's crying out on the Dawah, the Islamic Dawah, where they're going to outbreed, they're performing fraud. Now, it may not be all of them, but it could be up to $19 billion stolen in fraud. This is Christianophobia right here.
Doing that. We've been organizing for a while now. There is a counter-protest. We encourage people to go to the downtown to respond to this hateful, anti-Muslim hater. However, we are not encouraging.
So it's Christianophobia. He's just pointing out what the principles of Islam, jihadism is. Be it financial, where they've stolen $20 billion, whatever. The Dawah of breeding the natural civilization out. This is Christianophobia.
Encouraging people to move that protest from downtown to City Riverside. So there's some misinformation happening right now. We want the protest to happen, the counter protest to happen as scheduled in downtown. However, we are not doing anything in City Riverside. We have plans to ensure that if he comes to City Riverside, that we can defend our community. But we are not encouraging people to.
So they're going to defend their Muslim community against the Christians.
Do that. Also, Muslims and Somali Americans are encouraged not to go to the counter protest out of the fear that you get emotional and you start doing something that's probably not acceptable. And that's what they're baiting.
They already are.
Us too. So if you can restrain yourself, come. If you're not, then it's probably better to avoid it. We want our white allies to be out there counter protesting. That is the message I have for all of you. I don't know who's spreading this other information. This is last minute stuff somebody's throwing at us. I know people are concerned. This Jeremy Lang guy we have seen in the past in Texas, he couldn't even draw a lot of people. So the likelihood is that he may not even have that many people. However, the counter protest still moves forward in downtown Minneapolis. And for folks who are available to help out in the City of Riverside, just be available that day in case this guy comes. We have plans to be able to shut him down too as well. Thank you.
Here's the footage of Jake Lang getting hit over the back of the head. Now, would you ever see Christians doing that? I don't think so. I absolutely do not think so. Here's some more footage of Jake Lang from another angle. What you've really got to understand here is this is an assault against Christianity. Okay, it's an assault against the democratic rights of a Christian in a Christian country. And there's no respect for Christianity anymore, even though the Western world's founded on it. It's in big trouble. The Western world is falling. Don't underestimate it. It's falling.
White Americans, you need to stand. Lord, good to see you. God bless you. We need our country. We are taking our country back. The time for politics is over. The crusade has begun. The crusade has begun.
Immigrants are welcome here. Say it loud and say it clear. Immigrants are welcome here. Say it loud and say it clear.
How much are you getting paid? I tell you, okay. How much is his Instagram worth then?
This guy's got a sign saying "Ice out of Minnesota now."
Oh, it doesn't matter. He wouldn't be doing it if our country's worth fighting.
Now, I just want to say something important. That guy there with the blue beanie just said he wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for the money. That's not true. Absolutely not true. It's the most unforgiving ministry of all, street evangelism. You get nothing for it. You get no thanks. I did it for 12 years here where I live. Created a revival in the town where I was preaching. But I wasn't up against this Muslim influx, this Muslim takeover. It's a Muslim takeover, and these feminine, see the guy in the blue beanie, these feminine white males, they got no idea what this man's up against. Now, I just want to say, that siren in the background, that's not the police. That's these people that are supporting the immigrants and the ideology of Islam, the illegal migrants, the fraud. They're all complicit. And this man's trying to preach Christ. That's all he's doing. Now, this is where he got into trouble. So now you've got the woke white people and some Muslims starting to get really agitated. Basically what you're seeing here, believe it or not, this is very similar to what happened to Christ when he was crucified. when he was brought before the crowd. They sang out, "Crucify him! Crucify him!" And Pilate asked, don't you look, you can have Jesus or Barabbas. I'm allowed to release one prisoner, trying to get Jesus off the hook. And they said, "Give to us Barabbas." And Jesus was crucified. Oh. Ice cold killers, go home Nazi. See, they're calling Jake a Nazi. He's just a Christian evangelist. We support our Somali neighbourhood. Well, then that means they support the fraud. F-Ice. This is the point where Jake's been beaten. This is very similar to what would have happened to Jesus. So now we see the police. So now the police have turned up. I think Jake's gone. This is the latter part of what happened. Thanks, Tammy. Now, this is the first time I've really seen the police get involved in any of this protesting.
Yeah, get tough, bitch ass nigga.
Fucking Nazi scum. Fucking Nazi scum.
So they're comparing Christians to Nazi scum. That's how far this will go. There's no comparison, of course, but that's how far these people will go. So somebody sprayed pepper spray, but there was really no reason for it.
Sorry, spray. You're an idiot.
You think our fucking nurses are gonna take care of you?
You think Jesus is going to take care of you? This is what would have happened to the early Christians when they got killed.
To our hospital, you're gonna get treated well? Motherfucker? Against ICE, against the police, and try to keep everything calm. But he can have what he wants from Mike Broadcorp. Look at the source. Do you know who Mike Broadcorp is? Okay, it's just some loser that is he's a paid instigator. My criminal history is out there for everyone to look at.
Trying to get attention and shit. Trying to get people to vote for you and shit.
Okay, so here's the lost AWOL white female.
they want, that's who they show you. But we damn sure don't want somebody that's been convicted of rape. I'm out here against what places do. Somebody look up this motherfucker's rape charge.
Talking about you running for governor, running around, handing out business
What's
cards.
this motherfucker? Fuck out of here. Hey!
Cash App, same username, BG on the scene. Very grateful for that. PayPal as well, BG on the scene. And if you're not able to, it's no worries at all. No pressure. And it's not something that I like to even really bring up, but as you can imagine, going around to these different places, it does cost money. Being out here on the scene and covering these things in person, there are expenses related to that. I know there are some people that had contributed earlier in the chat. I do want to apologize for not directly thanking those people like right in that moment.
And I'll close with this last bit of footage. Oh, well, pray for Jake if you believe he's doing the right thing for America and exposing Islam, jihadism and fraud and all the rest of it, and trying to hang on to the Christian constitutional ways of the Western world. So you can obviously see that Christianity will fall. It's just the way of the jihad, is Islamic ideology. Basically what the crowd's doing is opposing Christ, the Lord Jesus Christ. And I'll catch you on the next one, viewers. Bye for now.